I can go America. I can go Nigeria. I can go over. Where I will want to go there. But you know, I'm on. I'm on. Cotton State. We can't wear that. So we are gonna ask me. I say you gotta provide one car, two motor bus for my people. Party, party, party. So we are not hesitate. Yeah. Some are dead and some are living. Those that are living are still fighting. Shaka Zulu, African soldier. And listen, African soldier. And so, folks, again, it's another day. You can't cross the sea merely by standing and staring at the water. Don't breast soars too hard if he soars with his own wings. African soldier, show your power. Show your power and free your people now. I believe there is an inner power that makes winners or losers. And the winners are the ones who really listen to the truth of their hearts. It's our attitude at the beginning of a difficult task which more than anything else will affect its successful outcome. Think like a queen. A queen is not afraid to fail. Failure is not a stepping stone. It's another stepping stone to greatness. Keep your feet on the ground, but let your heart soar as high as it will. Refuse to be average or to surrender to the chill of your spiritual environment. Stop when you are done. You define your own lives. Don't let all I want to say good morning, a pleasant welcome to today's edition of the program, the Blaze on Blaze 90.7. On a beautiful Monday morning, the 7th day of July 2025. It's also a very great day for all of us, right? My name is Alexander says when your naked day breaks different, Liberia, anything is possible. Good morning, a pleasant welcome to the program, the Blaze on Blaze 90.7. Coming up, as usual, we bring you up from the Reformers National Congress. It's a political party, of course. So the newly elected chairman, the Shoe, as Dana the Shoe, will be our guest on this morning. To talk about a wide range of issues concerning Liberia and the party as well. This plus many more coming up into this edition of the program, the Blaze on Blaze 90.7 of what led to his decision to join the that's the Reformers National Congress that is now serving as the national chairman of that party. We know that that party is an aligned member of the Unity Party that brought this government to power since 2023. Again, uh, Daniel Dishu will share breakfast with us online this morning. So stick, let's do it together. Updates across Liberia. The president of Liberia, His Excellency Joseph Boakai, has just uh, left Liberia for the US African Leaders Summit. He's one of the 5 African heads of state invited by the US President Donald Trump to attend the African Leaders Summit that will be hosted at the White House and is beginning today. I'm told it started today. It will be ending on the 11th, 2025. So the high-level summit is aimed to deepen diplomatic ties, advance shared economic growth, and enhance security cooperation between the U.S. and African nations, some selected countries in Africa. So we have other heads of state that will be attending this summit to be from Gabon, Guinea-Bissau, Mauritania, and Senegal. So these are the African leaders. Let me just give you the names of some of the delegates, the name of those who make the high-level delegation of government official to the U.S. Along with the president, we have Sarah Beslo Nyanti, Minister of Foreign Affairs. She's on board. We have Finance Minister Augustin Kwe Gafwa. We have the National Security Advisor Samuel K. Wolves. The second, we have Major General Daniel Ziakan, Military Advisor to the President. We have Jeff Babel, Chairman, National Investment Commission. We have Nathaniel Kwabo, Director General of the Cabinet, and Bidel Sandi, Special Info. So we have about 7 persons, President beginning 8, traveling to the US. And we have been told, according to the executive mansion, that Councillor Oswald and Tued, Minister of Justice, will chair the cabinet in consultation with the Vice President and the President via telephone. The President is expected to be to conclude the summit on July 11. Yeah, so the President is among 5 African presidents that have been invited by US President Donald Trump. So let's see what happens, how it goes, what's the purpose, will be discussed. We just hope and pray that it be successful in the interest, the overall interest of Mama Liberia. So over the weekend, the president had a National Reconciliation, Healing, and Unity program at the EGS Ministerial Complex where he apologized. Yeah, he apologized to war victims, for survivors of the Civil War. Yeah, he said we should no longer hesitate. It is now time for bold and coordinated action, urging full national support for the 18-year strategic roadmap for national healing and reconciliation, which began in 2012 and is set to conclude in 2030. And the event was attended by former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf and other well-meaning Liberians were all part of that program on Saturday. So Bear Mountain Mining Corporation has issued a rebuttal against what it describes as false, baseless, malicious allegations made by the group of individuals claiming to represent residents of Grand Cape County. Yeah. So how one Arthur Johnson and the company singled out that he alleged to be the group spokesperson, accusing him of spreading uh, false claims designed to harm the reputation of the company. So the group have been staging protests in the interest of their community. But again, the company is saying that the group is spreading fake information. Simeon Freeman has disclosed that there's a need to reduce the tenure of the president, senators, and representatives from 6 to 4 years. Yes, Simeon Freeman is the political leader for the Movement for Progressive Change, MPC, and he says it's time now that we reduce the tenure of the president, senators, representatives from 6 years to 4 years. But senators going for 9 years. So everyone should come back to 4 years. Every one of them. So he said, while officials know they have only 4 years, they won't waste time. They will be under pressure to deliver real results or risk losing office. 6 years gives them too much time to do the wrong things before voters can act. 4 years allows for quicker correction if mistakes are made. Why should Liberia be different? We must align with regional best practices and prioritize the people's welfare. Yeah. So that's it. We saw another event taking place in Bon County where Marvin Cole now is former CDC stalwart and stalwart here, and he officially joined the Citizen Movement of Change, CMC, owned by Musa Hassan Bedeti, and he was appointed as vice chair for operations nationwide. So he's the national vice chair for operations, and he was given to tell him to speak up to do operations. And Marvin Cole said he is an opposition. The only party he will not join is the UP. But any other opposition political party, he will join them if the need arises. So he doesn't want to join a UP, but any opposition that he thinks can take on UP 2029, he's prepared to join. So he has decided to join the Nimba County District 7 Representatives Political Party Citizen Movement of Change. Yeah, so Marvin Cole is no more a member of the CDC, but CMC. But what's the difference anyway? But again, let's see how 2029 already be like, because the drama is going to be interesting. So the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission, I've been told, placed a traveling ban on some officials of government that are undergoing investigation. So I thought to bring some of their names. Yeah. We have, let me just read a short statement. It said to safeguard the integrity of these proceedings and prevent flight from jurisdiction, we respectfully request the assistance of the Liberian Immigration Service in temporarily restricting the departure of the individuals listed from the Republic of Liberia. And among those named in the request are former senior officials of the Liberia Telecommunications Authority, Liberia Refugee Repatriation and Resettlement Commission, the National Component of Liberia, NOCAL, and key actors in the Bapoli Yellow Machine projects. And the SEC has asked that they be flagged at all official border points, airports, or seaports. So we have former LTA officials, former chairperson of LTA, Maria G. Harrison, former chairperson, Israel M. Akinsaya, former commissioner, Ivan G. Brown, former commissioner, and Honorable Zotayon I. Tactus, former commissioner. At the LRRC, we have Patrick T. Woolsey, the executive director, Aliyu Fofana, director of monitoring evaluation, controller Joseph Weir, and Geraldine Collet, director of the humanitarian department. At Loka, we have the CEO, Rostolin Swakako Dennis, we have the controller, Richmond Jala, and Edmond K. Masako, IT technician at the Ministry of Transport. In the Bapudu Yellow Machine case, we have Superintendent Sam K. Zina, Umaru Sharif, Chief Executive of City Lion Incorporated. We have Honorable J. K. Asa, Superintendent of the Bapudu Project Management Committee. Anthony Yoko, Fiscal Superintendent of the GPMC, and Robert Bender, Chairman of the GPMC. So the letter was also copied to several top-level national security institutions, including the Ministry of Justice and Attorney General, the Director General of the National Security Agency, the IG of the Police, Executive Director of the FIA. So these people, or those people, are not leaving the country until the conclusion of the investigation. If you know that your hands are clean, just leave it. Let's settle it now. And before you wrap it, yeah. So clear your name is the law. Be partial as well, because we don't want somebody to do any partial thing. So make sure you are doing a vol of bias. We don't want people to be thinking that, we want people, while they are witch hunting us as was it. So no, we don't need it. We don't need it that way. So Samuel Tuel had a press conference, the former finance minister, and he talked for several minutes, if not hours. So we'll be diving into that beginning tomorrow. But today, let's get on with Daniel Deshu. So we tried to get him online this morning. Yeah, so we try to get Daniel online so that he can tell us what led his decision to leave the UP and join the RNC, Reformers National Congress. And he has some if it is disappointment, no problem. We'll listen to that too this morning. From Daniel Deshu. So the show will be start a discussion. So please, the Blaze Cash giveaway is on, and today is Monday. Star 799 star 9 hash is the code, and it's $100 per transaction or per play. So if you dial the code, you select your currency. If it is LD, select number 2, and you'll be asked how many, or to put in a number of tickets. So the number of tickets is as how many times you want to play. So when you do that, You put in a number of times. If it is 10 times, if it is 20, just put in 20 at once. You send it. It is $100 per place. So if you put in 20, that is 2,000. Yeah, that is 2,000 LD from your account to be deducted, and you stand a chance of winning 4,000 Liberian dollars this morning. Star 799 star 9 hash is the code. Let's try to get Daniel Dishu online this morning. He has started to share breakfast with us. He's a UPS, and what led his decision to leave at this point to join another political party? Is it that this disenchantment? We just hope to hear from Daniel Dishu this morning on the show. Okay, so Daniel is now on the line. Good morning and welcome to Bliss FM.
Good morning, Alex, and let me say good morning to the people of this country, and thanks for having me on your show this morning.
It's good to have you online. I even thought of you coming studio because people wanted to see you vividly while talking, but again, due to some conditions, you were not able to. So let's get started. Tell us now. Recently, you were elected as national chairman of the Reformers National Congress. Firstly, what is Reformers National Congress?
Okay, thank you, Alex. For the benefit of those of you who don't know me, I'm Daniel Obi of the Shield. I'm the national chairman of the Reformers National Congress, the RNC. It is a political party in Liberia with headquarters on Tartan, the Uru, contested in the 2023 general presidential election, and a presidential and vice presidential candidate in person of Reverend Dr. Alexander Nuda Colley and Madam Grace Yancy Yuan. Yes.
So people will let to know who is Daniel Dishu, firstly.
Okay, thank you very much. Daniel Dishu is a Liberian. I was born and raised in the city of Carisburg, Mosurado County, where I started my primary education and then later on matriculated to Monrovia to continue my secondary schooling and graduated from the Pinzville Central Academy, PCA, on the Somalia Drive, and went on to further my education at the tertiary level, graduated from the University of Liberia in 2016 with a bachelor in public administration and sociology, and later on went on to continue pursuing higher education, obtain another degree from Stars College of Science and Technology in telecommunication engineering. Okay. And I'm currently the executive director of Action for Community Development. I spent over 15 to 20 years of my life in community service. I work for OMIO Public Information Community Outreach. OMIO were in Liberia, and later on worked with Lone Star Cell GSM Company, and finally found myself at the National Legislature, where I served in the office of former Representative C.B. Sidi Bashir as his district coordinator.
Okay.
And I've been with the United Party for over 22 years or close to 22 years of my life.
Okay.
That was the only party that I was a member of upon my ascendancy to the Reformers National Congress.
What the sudden change?
Left in itself has to move on, and if you will have to make progress, you have to keep moving. And before in the past, I was one person who sat down and said, what is the essence of leaving from one political party to going to another political party right in Liberia? They almost there. You telling someone in Liberia that I'm traveling out of Liberia, and later on the person go find you in Sierra Leone. So leaving from Liberia and going to Sierra Leone, have you traveled anywhere? No. So leaving from one political party to go to another political party, I never saw it prudent at all. I just felt I could remain to a specific political party and do what I can do for the country first, because I never placed my personal interest above country interest. All of what I did in politics, I did it for Liberia. So leaving from one party, I didn't find it necessary. That is the reason why when I joined the Unity Party in 2005 and served in several capacities in the Unity Party, from being an ordinary partisan to a youth chair, a zonal head, a chairman for mobilization, recruitment, PRO for the district. I served in several capacities, a member of the executive campaign task force that brought President Sirleaf to power. After all of those times I spent in the party, I said, okay, I will grow up in the party. Now, in politics, sometimes when you don't know, you don't check the future, you think that the decision you're making at the current stage you find yourself in is the right one, except the day breaks and you see the reality. But I want to be very grateful to the leadership of the United Party, because all the while learning party policy today, I learning the United Party. All the while I achieve today in politics, I achieve it from the United Party. I was in the United Party as a cadet, and I remained there and served with dignity. I served with dedication. I served with honesty. I served putting my country above my own interest. That was the reason. Right after the President Salif two term, the 12 years she served, when the United Party went in opposition, I remained with the party in opposition and served the party, brought the party back to permanence in 2023. And when the party got elected as a ruling party, I felt the time has come for me to find another role. So today, the role I currently play as a national chairman, I have not played that role before. And I think that if I spent the 22 years I spent in the United Party, I didn't have the opportunity or even getting closer to the standard bearer of the party, neither having a contact or having direct conversation with him. And there are some other things too that I thought that I could move on with currently, because I didn't have that when I was in the United Party. Right now, I serve as the national chairman for the Reformer National Congress. I have over 15 county chairperson under me. I have over 73 representatives, district coordinators that I will be leading. I have several zonal heads and youth leaders that I will be leading, and women lead. So I see it as a very big responsibility, and it will enable me to grow politically. So I tried to look in that direction. Now we end up by feeding, but with a feeding of growth.
So, but upon joining the party, or since you have served several years in the party, what was your expectation? Especially, I believe you voted this party, this current government, or this party that is leading the country now. But what was your expectation that maybe it was not met that prompted your decision to leave?
Okay, let me just say thank you for the question. From the embryonic stage of my membership with the United Party, my first political party I ever encountered was the Liberian Action Party through Vani Sherman. At the time we were in high school. So Vani Sherman wanted us to establish the Liberian Action Party in the various high schools in Pinsville, and he wanted to work with the student community. So the first check he gave us was $7,000 to begin to do our work with it. So I will receive that money. I came home, and really my life is associated with the radio. I don't just go after music. If I want any music from the 1967 when I was not born, I want that music, I can get it today. But there are some news I will not get, I will miss. So I always not wanted to miss the news. When the hour comes for news, I want to listen. So I begin to listen to the various presidential aspirants in the country speaking and giving a platform here and there. So when I listen to all of them and listen to Manasseh, with the 7,000 check Vani Sherman gave us, I saw it to be nothing, because I was not putting my self-interest above my country first. Okay. I was putting my country interest above my own interest, because I learned a lesson from 1997 where the Liberian poll said 97% of the country voted for Charles Taylor. But the international community, who we have to work with to keep this country stable, I saw it clearly that they not wanted to work with President Taylor, who suffered, the Liberian people suffer. So after the civil conflict, Manasseh coming to power was the presidential candidate that I felt in my mind that they wanted to work with and would keep our country moving peacefully. So I choose to leave the $7,000 check, leave my personal interest or benefit that I still have, and move on to putting the country's interest first. And we went, joined the United Party, and worked with President Salif. Now my expectation was, after the party got elected, the party was going to design a program and strategy that will educate young people. Okay. I will make sure that young people go to school, because for me, I was not qualified to have a job at that time. But I thought that having served as executive campaign member of the executive campaign task force, my party will give me an opportunity to go to school, either at the University of Liberia locally here, or to give a foreign scholarship to leave the country and go for further studies, because that's what we sacrifice for. But it was not like that. It never happened like that. We didn't have an opportunity to go to school. Well, I could understand it at that time, because we just came from war and say the country was rebuilding. So in the rebuilding process, there are several sectors of our society that were broken down. So to rebuild everything at the time, it was difficult. So I understood it. But living in the party for 12 years now, they did not come back again. Today in the United Party, there are thousands of young people that are served. Even some of them begin members from 1997. Today they are old, they are above youthful age. They can show you anything that they have benefited from directly. Even those who started from 2005, some people spent 20 years today, they're just getting their first opportunity. And we're not saying opportunity from political parties should be job. It should sometimes be education. And it should sometimes be paying attention to the well-being of your partisan, paying attention to the medical and other stuff. and helping them to understand, because they are the next leaders that will take after you. But the current leader of the party will only be the leader of the party. They don't empower the young people. They don't create a room for you to get better. So you try to look there sometimes and say, but what is there for me? So when I spend all of those time, I still remain committed to leaders in the party. I serve them individually. I build relationship. The only thing I can tell you today that I can knock my chest off that I benefited from the United Party after 22 years of service is to say that I know national leaders in the party. I know people that I can go to the door. I can go, some of them are ministers today, some of them are directors, some of them work on several different places. I can go there and soon they see me, they recognize me, we interface. But that's my personal relationship that I build with them. But in general, from the party angle, the question is, what have you benefited? So you wait after 22 years before you get one opportunity to benefit from your party, then that I feel that there's no hope. I feel there's no hope. So moving forward, I thought it was, I said, but then I cannot leave the United Party as an ordinary member and go join another party as an ordinary member. No. So leaving the party and going to serve in a higher position in another political party, I see it as a growth for me. I see it as a progress for me in politics. So I took the opportunity and I got elected as the national chairman of the Reformers National Congress.
Okay, so since your election as national chairman, what have you received on the hierarchies of the UP currently? Were you commended? What were the messages sent to you so far?
Thank you so much. Many of them who are my closer friends, some of them are bigger brother to me, some of them are mentor in politics. Some call me to congratulate me, and some of them praise the time I spent in the Unity Party, and they say I'm not an individual who betray people, because there are wounds that are sustained from the Unity Party. I remain committed to the party. There are party officials, some serve as representatives, that I held their hand and carried them to the party. The first time for them to ever join party politics, I held their hand and took them to the Unity Party, and they joined the Unity Party. They aspired to be law because they won election. I served them. They inflicted wound on me. Still, I remain committed. I didn't move from the party.
Okay.
You know the story. You know the story very well. Where when I served as the campaign chair for former Representative C.B. Bashir, when he got elected, I personally financed his campaign. Personally financed the campaign from my own pocket, because I got one principle. One person I hate to fail in life. Everything I lay my hand on, I should succeed. So I fought hard to make sure that Representative Bashir get elected on the basis where former Representative Bill Twawe said he was leaving the Unity Party and going to the CDC. So we who was campaigning at the time said, no, our party cannot remain vulnerable. We must find somebody to replace Bill Twawe. When Bill Twawe left, we stood tall that we'll fight to find his replacement. When we replaced Bill Twawe with former Representative C.B. Bashir, Bashir got elected. Right there, he wore his political cap, and then he began to do things his own way. He was no longer listening to us, no longer taking our advices anymore. At the end of the day, farming in District 3, he said, being his chief of office staff, that position was too big for me. After finished serving his campaign, he got elected. He said it was too big for me. He could not give me that position. He held it for himself. He took that one for himself. He took his job, his salary he was earning for himself. And I was just there. Finally, he said, I'm a district coordinator. When I went to serve as a district coordinator, I overly performed again to the extent that I structured the entire district, and District 3 was second to none in the country. His knee cut across Liberia to the point where people wonder who was C.B. Bashir. It was we who were behind him, was the one that were creating those news, making those things happen in order to make sure that the party dignity is kept in District 3. At the final analysis, the person he appointed as chief of office gave me an opportunity and said, the representative said his sister son want to go to the US, so we should look for scholarship opportunity for him. And I had the chief of office asked me to apply for the opportunity. I applied. He and I went to the embassy. His sister son failed the interview. I passed the interview. I obtained visa. Upon my departure from here to go to the US for my studies, he denied me an opportunity. He said I was not working in office. He dismissed me from the payroll. Clear all of my record there. When I got to Boston Airport, the people started to question me. What I work in the office of Representative Bashir. I showed them my passport. I showed them all my information. And they called him endlessly. He could not confirm. They denied me entry to the US. I came back to Liberia. That was a United Party lawmaker. I came back to Liberia and went to the national chairman and gave that complaint. And they told me to go back. I bear the endurance. I went back and served him for 11 months with all pay. 11 months with all pay. But yet I still remain committed to that. I didn't have a problem.
Okay.
And I left him with his conscience. So today I live in the United Party. I live with a clear mind. I love that party. That's a party that brought me to politics. That's a party that exposed me to politics. I love them. This is the reason why The RNC is in alignment, with the Unity Party. I told it what to join the RNC because it's in line with the Unity Party. They share similar vision. And I said to the people of the RNC, I said today, as I stand here, taking the oath of office as the national chairman of the Reformer National Congress, you should be checking another 22 years. Because I'm not the person who just moved from one place to another. Before I leave for a reason.
Okay.
So I just give God the glory for my ascendancy.
So did some of those who reached out to you express regret for your leaving?
Many of my colleagues were very sad. It was a sad exchange that we had. Some called me directly on the phone, and the first thing he said, when I was strong man, has finally decided to join another political institution. The only hope we have for him is that they are in alliance with the Unity Party. But then the question they ask, why if today or tomorrow the RNC making a decision to leave the alliance and go? So I said the decision to leave the alliance will not be a decision that I alone can just stay to you and take. It will be a collective decision because the very first thing is that the RNC went into the alliance through an arrangement. That is, we as a people wanted to get rid of this issue of a political institution or just a reading slogan, sharing barriers on the young people with all vision. There's no plan. So when President Burger displayed his plan for Liberia, when he talked about agriculture, rural rehabilitation, youth empowerment, and stuff like that, these are similar visions that the former National Congress, the RNC, was established on. So when we went through it, we look at it, we begin to think about if we don't support the UP in this process and the UP fail to win the election, the question now is where will Liberia be? Because you is one person that can bear me witness. The country was being headed by a group of individuals who had no direction for Liberia. The country was going to a point where if we didn't come on, every hands were not on deck to rescue this country out of the condition we find itself in the last 6 years, then Liberia was going to be doomed.
Okay.
So we had no option but to join them in order to better in order to bring growth and development for our people.
Okay.
That was the reason we made those decisions.
Okay. So as a young man, having this kind of a story from the days you joined the UP coming to this point, seeing yourself now as national chairman for another political party that contested in the past election, what does that mean to you?
It means that I'm making a strive in a positive direction in politics, coming from just being a member of a political party and living through the political institution, serving in several different positions. And that was a learning process for me. And then coming at that point where I now serve as the national chairman of the Reformer National Congress, it comes with a very huge responsibility. It brings me to the point where I need to sit and look back at where I came from, where are some of those issues that affected me so that I can correct it and it should not affect the people that I'm leading. Because you see, in the United Party, I didn't have an opportunity to go to school by party effort. The party did not give me an opportunity to go to school. In the RNC, I want to change that. There's a reason why currently the RNC has formed a partnership with a university in India called the Ahmada University, where we will be launching a scholarship fund drive for over 20,000 scholarships for young people across this country. We want to make sure that we invest in the human capacity of Liberia, because it is only through education that we can be sophisticated to contribute our quota to our country. I learned a lesson that many politicians don't want to help young people to advance themselves because they feel that when these people get educated, they post it to their status. But it's not the case. I said to the people of the RNC, any one of you here can serve as national chairman today tomorrow. So when every opportunity can make use of it, and my role and responsibility is to seek opportunity that will improve your life, seek opportunity that will help you. I want us to do things differently from all other political parties in this country. There's a reason why our strategy for mobilization recruitment across the country will be quite different. If you ask the political party, even the Unity Party itself, from 2005 to today, they only got 15 county chairperson. Yeah, it is true, we got 15 county, but the RNC approach to county chairperson in the county will be different. They have 15. You may not know how many county chairperson we will have. You don't know how many clan coordinator we will have. You don't know how many district coordinator we will have. How many city coordinator we will have. We have a different strategy, a different approach. We will not use the strategy where people group themselves together massively, come out, and I will say those things being done.
So
We did
where do we see the Reformers National Congress in 2029?
The Reformer National Congress will be a formidable party. As you get rest assured, it will be a party that will the ruling party and who and other opposition will have to reckon with. Will be a force that the Liberian people have never seen before in terms of party politics.
Okay.
Will be a party that is prepared to lead this country. Will be a party that will prepare to work and correct those flaws and mistakes that the people who led this country has created for us. We will not be just a participant in the process. No, we're going for it to get it. But for now, what we all are looking at is the fact that we have formed an alliance with the United Party. We're giving them an opportunity to lead those promises that they made to our people.
Mm-hmm.
We're giving them an opportunity to deliver on those promises. And there's a reason why someone said the EFL gave the government 2 years and said the honeymoon days are over. How many years are you giving the government? We said no. For us, we are a different political institution. If they're giving 2 years, we have our timetable and we are watching. And we are watching quietly. We're contributing. We will not be an opposition who just sit there and criticize. We want to advance recommendation to the government and remind them of the promises they made, because we all joined the alliance. So every promise they made to the Liberian people, we agree on those promises. So if they're forgetting, we will remind them. If they're not living up to it, we'll remind them. And like one, we said our people supported the Rescue Alliance, and since after the election, there are several opposition political parties that the president appointed that party leaders, other members of the party to serve in the government in order to contribute to the rebuilding process of our country.
Can we get some of the names?
For example, the Greater Action Party, some of the political parties that serve the Liberal First Movement, the presidential candidate and ambassador. Edward Apeton, he also an ambassador. Okay. Several other people from Edward Apeton from GDM. Mm-hmm. And several other political institutions, that the Liberty Party, and several other parties. But for the Reformer National Congress, and see the irony of it, we as a party were the first political party to endorse the leadership. Mm-hmm. But we are the last to even being part of the rebuilding process of our country. We have not been given an opportunity.
So do you regret?
No, I can't tell you I regret. I have not regret. I don't regret my decision. Even if 2023 repeat itself right now, I will repeat my action.
Okay.
But what I'm saying, we gave the government an opportunity to learn from its own shortcoming and correct some of those things. Okay. The Reformer National Congress is a political institution. All of the political parties that came together to save this country were not because President Boga was the perfect person or Jeremiah Kun was the perfect person. But we could not allow the country to be led by the group, the bunch of thieves. I may say it was headed by a bunch of thieves, group of individuals who had no interest for this country. Their only goal was to rape and keep our bank account empty and enrich themselves. And what they did at the end of the day. Today, you see how many of them on sanction, how many of them are struggling to pass through to save themselves from the legal process. And one of the things we continue to call on the United Party to do is to go after those people who stole from the Liberian people. The culture of impunity must end. The culture of impunity must end.
Okay.
We can continue in that direction.
Okay, Daniel Deshu is the national chairman for the Reformers National Congress. He was just elected recently as national chairman for that political party. He comes from the background of the Unity Party and is now the national chairman. But at the time, he was just about to cry. I will say, but this time around, he leads a political party in Liberia. I will say thanks to the leadership of the party by giving you this opportunity to serve. And what is now the message to the political leader of the party and that of the citizens of Liberia?
Thank you very much. Like I said, the Reformers National Congress, the RNC, is a party with a vision to restore hope to the Liberian people. We have a high level of integrity and prosperity in every moves and corner of our country. So working with the United Party, we still call on them to live up to those promises that they made to our people. The Liberian people are suffering. There's a reason why in my deliberation I said we call on the government to address the bread and butter issue that affect our people. Okay. You can build all of the roads, you can invest in the human capacity, but once the people are hungry, they are starving, you will find so dead people on the road. You will find so skeleton walking on the road. So we appeal to the president to attract direct foreign investment that will create additional employment opportunity. Once the young people get employed, the hardship in the country will reduce. Let us be honest. We know that President Booker and Vice President Jeremiah Kuhn and the rest of the leaders in the country are doing extremely well to bring our country back on path. But we don't address the very important issue. The people will not feel the impact of the government. They won't feel the impact. And not because we are in opposition, we're waiting for us to take over from the government, so we should be very happy for them to feel. No, we are not happy. We will be able to identify those areas that they need to improve so that the life of the people can improve. When 2029 will be discussing the issue of idea, we'll be telling the people we advanced the proposal to them and they saw it and they took it. It was not the idea because we could not sit there and hide it from them. At the end of the day, they lack the understanding and the people suffer. So our approach would be to help them, to aid them. That's the reason why we are all in the alliance together, to aid them in those places that they lack the vision, they lack the willpower, to remind them, hold their feet to the fire for them to do it.
Okay. Thank you so much, Daniel, for being our guest this morning. Except you have something different to say, we'll say thank you and have a wonderful time.
Thank you so much, and may God bless you. Thank you for the opportunity.
Daniel Dishu is our guest. And Daniel, just keep listening to the radio. I believe you'll come back to respond to some of the questions that will come from the callers or some of the concerns that will come to. I just pray that you keep glued to the radio so that you can take some notes, and when the calls are made, then you will be able to respond to some of the concerns that will be raised and some of the questions that will be asked. So Daniel Dishu now is the national chairman of the Reformers National Congress, and he just transitioned from UP to the Reformers National Congress. The Reformers National Congress is an aligned party of the UP. They all brought this government to power, but he says it's time that he moved on. He doesn't want to just be a battle crier. I will say, man. And he's a young man. He has his vision. So we'll pray for successful leadership up to 2029. Well, folks, again, this is the program, The Blaze on Blaze 90.7. The Blaze Cash Giveaway continues. *799 *9# is the code. And all you have to do, make sure you don't start sales subscriber and you have $100 LD or 70 cents. You stand a chance of winning 4,000 Liberian dollars this morning. *799 *9# is the code. Let's do it together. And you can now call us on 077907907 087 11107 087 These are the numbers to call and be a part of the conversation this morning. You listened to Daniel Dishu, who is now the national chairman of the Reformers National Congress. Is leaving UP to join the RNC. RNC is the Reformers National Congress. You listen to his story and all those he has served and his services within the party, and how though he says he's not disappointed, but the party just made him strong to fight for himself because he's no longer waiting for election to come before they be recruited again. So call us on 0777907. Let's go back to the phone line now and talk to our very first caller. Good morning, Lawson.
So let's go. Good morning, and let me say good morning to your guest. Usually call from district number 6, and like you said, my name is Lawson, Augustine Sagashos Weston. Listening to your guest, and I think he was very, very, deceptive in some of his statements because
he was what?
Deceptive.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, go ahead.
So what you said in the past regime that they have a lot of branch of criminals, according to him, a bunch of thieves. So now he supported this current regime headed by Ambassador Joseph Nima Bouaka. Then you're saying that you want to cross over. So what's the reason why you couldn't start the past regime and you supported this regime? But now you're saying you want to support
No, he's not just supporting, he's a national chairman now that has been elected.
National chairman. So let me be very sincere and tell us what is the reason why he decided to leave the unity party and then to cross over to another political party. Because you already created that you have a bunch of criminals in CDC. That is my statement. Thank you.
Okay. Good. Call us on 07790790707 0779070 107 There's okay, please don't beat me. Let me take this call. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Please adjust yourself. Adjust yourself. Then you can call us because yes.
Hello, you getting me?
Yeah, I'm getting you. Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you all so much for dealing with this morning. But what I foresee is this. Daniel is at the sheets. I come with the street thing.
Is what? Yeah, your network is bad. Are you driving or can you just move around small?
I'm currently in route to Kakatan.
Okay.
I'm on a car.
Okay.
You getting me?
No, go ahead. It's good. Go ahead.
Okay. If he tells that he joined Unity Practice to offer up to person by getting a piece of job, now referring to other Liberians as criminal, with Unity Party refusing to give him job is unfair. So did she have to tell us that he left the Unity Party to join the RNC because of this reason? Look, there's no interest having campaign for so many years. Your reward is not in heaven. Politically, it's on earth. So the Unity Party was to be just enough to save that particular brother. He might not go on a national radio and insult other people. The CDC that he claims to, at least CDC did extremely well for young people. Imagine a college dropout who get a piece of job to farm food for his whole family. What about the Unity Party? Is he not qualified enough to get job? So Daniel should go back in his closet and restructure that decision that he took.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning. Live, go ahead.
Okay, this is Emmanuel Renaud, Constitution. I listened to our brother Kine, but before then we had other discussions too, and let me do justice to Liberia this morning. As our president departed for the United States of America, among the 5 leaders that were invited by the President of the United States, Donald Trump, he was among the 5 leaders of Africa, for Africa. So just imagine that. I pray that God favor him, may the face of God shine upon him, so he can be favored and we can receive some good news that we all can benefit from as a nation. Okay. Now, let me get to our brother issue. Well, I listened to him, King. It is a right. Like he said from the day, and he served the party 20-something years. There are people who have served more than that. And there are some other people who must have served for that number and below that. But with all of his services provided at the end of the day, from what I heard, they're not being recognized and whatnot. My brother, I think the only thing I can do for you to contribute on the show is this. Let us get rid of issues of political parties to prove our job opportunity. There are a lot of us in political parties who even know the constitution of that political party. Let us deal with the organic law of the country. Article 18 of the Liberia Constitution. Article 8 of the Liberia Constitution. 18 says that it's the responsibility of national government to provide job opportunity for all citizens, regardless of political affiliation, whether you throw, you shot, you try, you kill, you whatever it is. Yes, they should provide job opportunity. With your 22 years of service to political party and now at the end of the day, nothing, I don't think you should have a believability in you that getting to one political party and another, then you get something. If you got that, form an exonerate, because myself, I contemplated in that direction. Form an exonerate that will go like Liberia united for no political party. We don't believe in political party. We believe in Liberia.
Okay.
And that means every government that comes in power will pay attention to you because you're in there for no political party. Your love is for Liberia. It's for Liberia. I think that should be the direction you should drive in rather than go to join another political party. There was a party that contacted me. I told them, my late BJ Adrin, they calculate all the salary for now or 10 years. Can you give me now 10 years or 9 years salary? Can you provide me an SUV? Can you provide me a housing allowance? That politics. When you hear politicians tell you, oh, you Liberian people, I talking about wealth insurance. I may get off that the more you're not there, bro. Like you said, the reward of politics is not in heaven. It's right here. So you must make you already right here. No, let me tell you, there are no people in the country now. You get money, you get daily that, you get can't tell me, my man, can't join my party, I'm not on a fixed salary, nothing. My brother, that thing can happen.
Okay.
So foreigner is already that will oppose every government united for Liberia, united for no political party. Time like capping, you're not capping, you're no t-shirt, nothing. Only there for Liberia. So contact me. Let's see how we can hang it, brother. That's better than joining any other party around here. Thank you. This is Emmanuel Rana, the program, Know Your Constitution.
Okay, man. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Call us on 0777907907077 9079070 087 087 These are the numbers to call and be a part of the discussion this morning on Blaze 90.7. You listened to Daniel Dishu, who is now a member of the Reformers National Congress. He switched from UP, and you listen to him. Some of the party's executives just want to see them raising battle cry, calling them to be served in offices, but to give them direct job from the party or the opportunity for young people within the party maybe to go outside and advance themselves. The opportunities are not there. If they are there, they are not being given to the young people who support political party, especially the UP. So that led to his decision to join the RNC, the Reformers National Congress, who is now serving as the national chairman for that political party. And he said the RNC is going to be a force to reckon with. So it's not just a party behind the house, it is a national party. So Daniel Dishu is no longer with the UP. He served CBCD Bashir. He also listened to revelation from him. And since he left CB Bashir too, is not in power, Daniel had just been quiet, and he just told us recently that indeed he has been elected as the national chairman for the Reformers National Congress. So Daniel Dishu is no longer with UP. Why he left UP? He said he doesn't find his way through. Yeah, he finds it difficult because he has served all of the executives within the party, but they don't want to serve it. They don't want to provide the opportunity for him as someone who served the party. They just want them to be in a party, be received back to great. And all of these things happening almost every political party in Liberia, and it is wrong. But again, this is a decision that he has made, and it is a good thing for him and all of his family. But should we continue to jump from party to another, or is there any new direction? So, yeah, I think this is back on the line to make some clarity. Good morning.
Thank you very much, Alice. I just found the comment coming from the guys across, and I want to appreciate them for contributing this morning, especially those of them who driving and my brother Know Your Constitution in my round and the next whosoever that made a call. When you sit quietly, like I said, my decision to leave the Union Party was not even on the basis of job. Okay. How an individual in this country know know the legal advisor to the president, know the special assistant to the president, know the minister, the president chief of office staff, has contact number for them, know all the national leaders in the party. It is not about job. The day the party decided to give an opportunity to members in the party, they will give it. Take, for example, leave me out of the picture. That the United Party national headquarters there, the national chairman of the United Party, who is Luther Tabe. One of the last time you saw that the party say, okay, no, it's true. Why they should have a political reward is not in heaven, and the government responsibility is to provide employment opportunity for all Liberians. Yes, that's the government. But the party chairman responsibility is to his partisan. So I am not saying I'm leaving the United Party because the United Party ain't giving job. No. I'm telling you that I'm leaving the United Party because I have transcended from one level to another one. I'm coming from lower and going higher. I served the United Party for over 22 years as a member in my highest level of service staff at the county level. During the period of the campaign, I rose to becoming a member of the executive campaign task force assigned in 5 counties. With all of those political experience, I come and in an alliance party to the United Party that we are affiliated with, having evaluated our activities, see it necessary with the political experience and understanding we have, and ask us to come and serve in the first position in the party. Should I leave it? Right now, I got car assigned to me. Right now, I got salary that I will be making. I got offices that I have to my disposal. I got benefit that I have far higher than what I held when I was just a member of the United Party for the past 22 years. So is the man not telling me that I'm going to go for another good and be passing around? You know how many is already good I remember? Even in the 2023 election, I was the national chairman for the Rescue Chincha. We assigned 11 counties in the country. The Rescue Chincha was very good to the United Party.
Yeah, Emmanuel is saying that the group that you will find, it will not be for any political party.
That his opinion, that is right. He can find it and say he won't go in and record that he's right. I am saying to him, I have made a decision. The Reformer National Congress and the Alliance Party to the United Party will support the rescue agenda and will remain committed in supporting that agenda. I support President Boga's vision for Liberia. There's a reason why I'm finding a voice to another place that I can have my voice heard, that I can speak for those who can speak for themselves, that I can advocate for other Liberians, that we can be able to look. For the very first time in this country, when CDC was in power, you remember the CDC, you dare not criticize President Weah. You dare not criticize Jefferson Koji. If you criticize Jefferson Koji, somebody will go after you. But now with the rescue agenda, we brought President Boga to power. And when the government started, we criticize them, we call on them to do it right. It was the very first time to see young people who elected their own leader, calling their leader to do what is right. But unlike in the past years, they built defense team all around here. Somebody was feeding a million of what I said. And I can repeat what I said again. Let me just say that for the last 6 years, the country was headed by a bunch of thieves and group of gangsters headed by former President Weah. They're the reason why many of them are fighting to save themselves out of court. To save themselves out of court today.
So how is it different now?
What?
How is it different now? Because the past administration was comprised of thieves.
It is different now. It is different now because in the last 6 years, there was now a single individual was being suspended and dismissed for corruption.
Okay.
Today it is different because the very individual that President Boga appointed less than in 1 year and a half, he has suspended many of them, pending investigation for their dismissal. And he has demonstrated that kind of leadership that we didn't have before. President Weah said that 11 ministers he won the field. All of them will be on the field after 90 minutes. None of them were changed. You want to tell me that in the last 12 years of President Seli administration, there was no corruption that took place? We call on President Weah government to order the President Seli government. He refused because he knew that when he came on board, he came to do it more than what she did. He did it in 6 years. Are you saying in the last 6 years there was no investment took place, there was no corruption took place? So when President Boga took over, he began to investigate. The report began to come out, and they're going after people. That's a greater change we've seen, and I'm not talking about. And we must praise them for that.
Okay, so the question is, why if your expectation is not met by the UP and you have decided now to join the CDC before 2029?
Say that again.
Why if your expectation that made you to join the UP is not met and you decide now that since my expectation was not met, my party is now going to the CDC?
And let me just say this to you, and let me say this to you. When I have now assumed the role as the national chairman of the Reformer National Congress, I was just a struggling young boy in the United Party, passing up and down. I was approached by the former Minister of State, the former minister that took over from the senator of Margibi County, Minister Wissel. Minister Wissel met me in the 2023 election and said, "Look, I heard about you. I heard you're on several places, and I think I want to work with you because I'm building a relationship or friends of the president. I don't want to work with CDC. I want to work with non-CDC because I want to build additional forces to add onto CDC. So there's $250,000 $1 I need you to take and encourage people to go to the polling center in order for them to go and vote. Ask my friend Rawa to who got a legend hall. I told the minister, I said, I know CDCians. I will contact them. I contacted Rawa Legend Hall, the king right there, they signed for that money. I told the minister in the presence of hundreds of people sitting there. Now the first time I told him I'm not a CDCian. So there are thousands of CDCians also that are suffering. They need the opportunity, Mr. Minister, give it to them because the fact is that if you give me the money, I will eat. I will not work for you. I will not serve you. And Rawa then king and took over, and Rawa then left the work for the minister. I didn't work for him. I didn't work for him. Look, I one person I tell you here. Nothing can carry me to the CDC, not even money.
Okay.
I supported Representative City Pasha from my own pocket. Ask Representative Pasha today, he will tell you she was one person who never asked me one day, say, there's a budget, can I approve it? I don't wait for it.
Okay.
Because I think that you aspiring to become somebody, you know that it costs resources. If you want to spend money, you will call me and say, why is jail for all that she did? And you will give it. But you give I'm on the spirit of behind me you. That's what I want today. You spend me for it.
Okay.
That's tell you. I'm with my conscience. I said the reason I didn't is for job. It is on the basis of growth. I'm growing.
Okay.
If in my runner, whosoever is looking for now to serve as national chairman of the party, let them reject it. But how can I reject growth? How can I reject growth?
Okay, so no matter what happens, you can't join CDC. Yeah, what do you
I
have?
will never join CDC. I will use the word never. If you call me to be party-led, I will be party-led. I can't follow a bunch of team and group of cancers who are disorganized and have no understanding.
Okay, thank you so much, and we appreciate that. They are all Liberians. I think we'll open the lines again so we can get our chorus. So call us on 07779079070 07779079070. So these are all politicians, right? Yeah, you have to satisfy your followers on the basis of what you know. So let's go back to the phone line and speak with our very first call on this segment. Good morning. Wow, your phone Granny.
Good morning.
Okay, it's better now. Good morning, Pascal.
Yeah, man. So let me use your medium to say a happy birthday.
You want birthday treat? Come to the station. You buy a treat. Yeah, you still have to come to the station. So when you slip off the line, call back. Call us on 07779079070 07779079070. Yeah, today is Oliver's birthday, so he's our hardworking staff. One of our hardworking staff was here, so we'll say happy birthday too. Yeah, to Oliver McIntosh. Today is a great day, and call us on 07779079070 07779079070. Pascal went off the line. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning. Live. Go ahead.
My name is James Colley, calling from the UNW area.
Okay, James, go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to add up to what your previous caller just said. The guy that was saying he can never join CDC.
No, he's my guest. Anyway, he's my guest online.
Oh, he's your guest?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I mean, I understand what our brother was just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Like me, I'm not affiliated with any party. I mean, I'm not a member of any party in Liberia, but I support any Liberian that mean better for our country, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like some of us, we have people in the CDC that we did admire, and we're thinking about learning CDC. But I mean, like he just said, CDC has proven to be so disorganized. I mean, you can just see it from the removal of the former speaker, Kofa. You know, the role CDC played, their own speaker. And then look at Thomas Farah. Today he's gone to UP. CDC has lost Lower County completely. Thomas Farah, who was fighting out there for CDC. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
So I'm just thinking, you know, I always tell people that we need a third party. When I say a third party, I know we got other parties, but we need a third party that can really stand up to these two parties, the Unity Party and the CDC. You know, nobody is perfect, but for now, I don't see that party that can stand up to those two parties. You see, like in America, you see Elon Musk just came up with a third party option because the Republican and the Democrats are not, in his opinion, serving well. So we need something like that in Liberia, you know.
Okay.
And I agree with the brother, you know, CDC have led the Liberian go down.
Call us on 0777907. The radio. Yes, live. Go ahead. Go ahead, you know.
First, I want to extend my birthday greeting to all of my boss. I wish you all the best.
Okay.
I want to come in with your guest as you said so many things relating to CDC. I am not a partisan, but the idea is he talked about this organized, the party proceed, a bunch of gangsters. I just want him to look at this 2023 election I just in there.
Mm-hmm.
How many sedition put on that United Partisan that led to death? How many sedition mock United Partisan that led to death? Because this 2023 election in there, your guest was a member of the United Party, and they were part of those people as a partisan at that time that killed many seditions in the 2023 election. People saw it. So if you see that CDC operate with gangsters, then why are we classify the party that left? United Party. That now United Party proceeding with that they respecting the laws of the country. United Party proceeding in a way that the ordinary citizens not feeling the impact of this government.
Okay.
So they just very rethink in making some statement on air because all are listening to him. You get to the party, a bunch of gangsters, the let of coaching. In CDC administration, people were free to talk. People criticize CDC administration. So many radio stations criticize CDC. Nobody went after them. They were safe. So why we take the media to laugh? If you criticize the they will run after you, they will do this. He should be mindful in making some statement because millions of people listening to him, he should not come with misleading information to the public.
Thank you.
Thank you.
To this caller, good morning. Call us on 07790707077907907 0887 107 I think my man is recharging to call back. Yeah, something like that. So 077907907. Let's take this call. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, you're live. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Emmanuel N2. I'm calling you for district number 12.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, from Popo Condom.
Yes, go ahead.
Just to the issue, your studio girls had just elaborated on some things. And I think at the time, he was dining and whining with the CDC. Now, he's not dining and whining again. So he see the CDC as a gangster party. Let me tell you.
He said he was dining and whining with the CDC?
Exactly. He did
How?
that before.
How?
Because the issue is, he said it. He said he was with them before. And in fact, he can't go back to them. I heard him saying that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Let me tell you. Yeah, let me tell you. That's the only is you want to be transparent. You have to be transparent holistically. But not to say you will come and down and run with the people, and because today the silver spoon is not in your mouth, then you come out to say, in fact, the CDC had that stuff, they had this, they had that. That's retrospect. That's retrospect on the past election. What happened? Now, if you can remember, there were seditions that were brutalized by this identical gangster or government. Because at the time, they were not government, but they were party. We understand that. But at the time, when they brutalized seditions around here, people had nothing to say. But rather, they were celebrating that. Now, today, coming up today and saying that CDC has gangster, your studio there must be joking. Let me tell you, we got to be serious around here. Liberia is all we have. We can't sit here and allow foolishness to be going on. Then we said we discuss it like this. No, it's wrong.
Okay.
Your student girl, if your student girl wants to be patriotic, if your student girl wants to discuss issues, your student girl should be truth to the Liberian people.
Okay.
Bring truth to the school. Let us understand exactly what you're trying to portray. But you can't be lying to us while we saw the reality around here. No, it's wrong. This is somewhere eating chicken, eat your chicken in peace. But don't come laugh at
Thank you.
people.
Thank you.
Not allow that. So tell your studio girl. Let studio girl be careful.
Thank you.
Please, to discuss the issue lengthily. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Studio guests listening. Thank you. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, good morning. Live. Go ahead. Please don't give me a private number. Sorry, man. Go ahead.
My name is Ruth Collier. I'm calling from Tingo Village.
Man, Ruth, go ahead.
Yeah, as a market woman, as I said, now you have been observing the country. There are two parties, CDC and Unity Party. And sometimes when people talking to CDC, get more dysfunctional people. I say now I one of. I think CDC is the most peaceful party. They just been spoiling the party me. Because I observed during the election, I think that I hear that they came one Joshua from CDC. The Unity Party people were so desperate to come to power. They could have done anything to kill to come to power. The position that Georgia were in and left the presidency that was Unity Party, I swear it was not happy. They would do everything in their power to stay in power. I really believe that I prefer the CDC more than the Unity Party. That boy was saying that when they're talking at me. They want you to go to National and get money. CDC was more free than it. The party where me, the president gave one food to the plant. The blacks were all protesting on the street. These are the most disgruntled party in the country. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. Please, I'm not taking any private call. So if you put your number on private, I will not take your call. So if you see me answering your call, it means there's one private is disturbing the line. Call us on 0777 907 0777 907 0887 11107 0887 11107. Stop calling me on private number. I said 0777 907 0777 907 You'll be live on the radio this morning on Blaze 90.7. And the Nusa line is 088 711 Okay, let's go back to this. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, brother.
Yes, good morning. What's your name and from where you calling?
Yeah, I'm Mohammed Bain. I call from Israel.
Go ahead, Mohammed.
You know, when people talking about, let's say, gangsterism, it is true. Let's be very frank. Because for the past 6 years, we were all in Liberia. Our eyes were well open to things that were going on in Liberia. There was brigades on it, right in the CDC headquarters there. They had a porcupine brigade and that of the Sabu unit. We saw them live. We saw people passing around with the same accusation of Sabu unit. They were behind Koji here with their same Sabu here. We saw people being brutalized there. Even the guy that was beating at the Mama Pen area there. Live camera. Wasn't it gangsterism? It was gangsterism. Let's be very frank. So when you having to do things over and over, people seeing your attitude, they're forming the eye that you want to let it do back. Other people will start to say no, but if we don't stand in front of the people and counteract their attitude, they will not come down. Maybe that is how all United Parties started to get on the street. They seem over my mouth. Like what the other people were whatsoever. Okay. So it is 100% true that we saw those things happening in Liberia. It shouldn't be shielded today. It should not be shielded.
Okay.
We saw gangsters being.
Okay, he slipped off the line. Call us on 0777 907 907 0777 907 907 0887 11107 0887 11107. I told you to stop calling me on private number. Yeah. You will not get your way through. Good morning.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
You know, we got some people been trying here and that's being clean up at church. And I go on radio, that's any other thing that we just did. But look at him saying CDC against the other people. If the election shows CDC against us, so at least you know, shift the against us on the real card.
Okay.
So those are saying now we believe in the phenomenon now, so come back to
Okay. Thank you. Go. Okay. Give your calls coming on 0777 907 907 0777 907 907. Okay, let's get this other call. Good morning.
Yeah, Alex, how you doing?
I'm doing okay. Go ahead. This person just step in a private number. Go ahead.
All right, thank you. So I was born in Java.
Yeah.
This is first time, baby. So I was just appealing to use the medium.
No, go ahead.
Well, all of us, a happy birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Someone a year. So I want to wish him all of you. Yes. Many, many, many more years. You know, if I have my own will now, I will say that just dedicate the show to all of us. Wanting to respond to some of these different colors and perceptions made by individuals. So somebody said the whole city is corrupt and everybody in there they're corrupt. I mean, again, how can we say no when it is everybody's view in terms of entitlement? So, in the words of Asedo, the same on people, CDC now in power, a unity party there. Please, your manage the country. While a job will come by when I come back, it is determined by the election. You know, we said that before. When Joshua built all these things and remember went to Bapolu, specifically at where the embryo hospital is being constructed, that was campaign message. That Joshua built hospital here in the country the first time. He also didn't want him also rather. In fact, they might give him. He still went to the residential and we're naming those things. Yes, we were shocked. And the result is here now.
Okay.
So, if the people decide that Mr. Burger will not be president on 2029, except you tell them all year that when it happens, you say no. I mean, then now we can have an argument. But to say Joe will not come back, these are just keyboard and shallow conversations. I mean, we're not very buy into it because you don't determine what the election will say. I mean, for us, we're saying it based on what Joshua was doing at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the people will get their hint. So for you to say Joshua will now come back to power as though, I mean, you speaking for all of us, I mean, I'm entitled to my vote, yeah. All of us are entitled to that.
Sure.
So the vast majority, because we practice a process where the majority can decide. So say you will be president.
Okay.
If also decides that we contest, that could also be another argument, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So that leads to 2029, whether he will come back, he will never come back, you know. Yeah. So as I conclude, somebody said you can never join. I mean, I respect that. And just as when you see my team here, the only reason I can join Unity Party until you graduating from being a schemer and just wanting propaganda to be honest. I mean, you can join any party based on ideas. I mean, I would love to support them. But if what they do is honest, I mean, today you celebrate Mafala. You just for a teacher who was a criminal with Joya. You embrace it today. I remember Louis Brown. He protested here, he said he was public. Even though he said one or three different ministries in this country. On Ellie, I mean, on Joya, you know the rest of the people. Today, he protested with coming saying that they were public. Where is it they were Mr. President? He's in America as ambassador. So we know those histories. So important to say.
Okay.
Anyway, let me end up by saying all of the best of my friends.
Okay.
And we can see many more years.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, brother. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, live. Go ahead.
Yeah, presenting new, Mr. Dixon Tabiwula Jr. for Ralph Highway VOA.
Okay, you're live on the radio. Go ahead.
Yeah, G, I don't think the way we are discussing issues will help Liberia. I don't think. By shaving blame on CDC, on Unity Party, it will not help us. It will not help us. CDC babies, Unity Party to doing this. It will not help us by shaving blame on each other. So one of the best we can just be our mindset and move that we will follow. That's all we can do. And to be shaping blame, OCDC do this, or Unity Party doing this, I don't think it will be the best. I don't think it will be the best. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. We appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, Liberia is all we have. Thing. Yeah. Anyway, it is what it is. That's a good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning. Thank you for the conversation this morning. And my name is Lassana Thomas Ankar, and joining the conversation on Dwazo. Basically, the want to ask our Unity Party brother. We gave Unity Party like because to appoint for 12 years. That is from 2000 to 2017. They tell exactly what they do. CDC destroy, because when you hear them, they will say, George, we have destroyed the economy. George, we have destroyed the country. I have to say they build new university of Liberia and George, we have carry yellow machine and destroy. I have to say they build new roads. George, we have carry yellow machine and destroy. Today, the people in Johnsonville are celebrating because of George. We are people in Chubok community are celebrating because of George. We are. If you go Sanico and Nima County, they are celebrating because of George. We are. The reason why they got angry was because we are decided that national government.
Lasana slip off the line. Hope you can call back and your statement. But let me take. I think we'll just get the show on the line for the last time and telling us goodbye for today. And he has been our guest online. So the show now, welcome back, and thank you. We'll just be concluding.
Yeah, thank you so much. I certainly begin to listen to the callers, and like I said, I respect them for their view. And I say thank you for allowing them to even listen to the show. Let me provide some clarity. When we talk about financial gangster, we talk about gangster. Our people, if they have the understanding, it will be easier for us. We are referring to people in the CDC, they were financial gangsters. I'm not talking about those children who put them in the community who don't know the reason why they call them to go parade or to go demonstrate. None of the people who talk about our gangsters. We talk about those people in court, those financial, those politicians in court who been robbed this country, who went into diplomatic missions account and probably took resources from there and use it for no reason. Those are the gangsters we talk about in the CDC. Those are the gangsters we are referring to. We are referring to those political thieves, those people who took the solid rights. They were in Kotu, the Neta on their Kotu, found they working along with foreign investors, the poking, looking at it, you look at the body language and look and speak different. Rest intended for fraud victim, intended for less fortunate, the black people in the street begging every day, no work for somebody to even extend hand to them. You took those people benefit and you use it for your personal benefit. Those are the political team we're talking about.
But
so in the city as a low man, don't think we're referring to you. Because you got no part to play.
Some may say even the blind people, they are staying in the streets currently.
Yes, because what was intended for them were being suffered by the political gangsters, no financial criminals. They were being suffered by them. They took it away today. They asking them to get account of it. The very ordinary people again jumping in the streets going to defend our people. Trust me.
Okay.
So the difference between the cities and the United Party is this. No young person in the United Party, whenever an individual in the United Party have been accused of corruption, you will never see any young person stand up and go in the street and say, we defend our leader. Even Joseph Boga, he was the president of the country and head of the United Party. When he had been accused of another government, he would go and celebrate himself. Nobody will follow behind to say, oh, it should just be done transparently and fairly. But now the CDC, so you won't be there. Other than jump on the street, you won't go other than jump on the street. What is that? The country is bigger than a party. When people speak in this country, they should get account of what they did. Maza Kimi and the legs of other people who have been called, stay aside as an ordinary citizen. Let the man go and get account. He got lawyer, he got money. Let him go and get account. Listen. Coming from assistant minister of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and other deputy minister, you not even want to go around Mazaki and the letters of other people. Let them go get account. We're not saying they are guilty, but when the court invite them, they should go as well. So peacefully with all people be in the street for them.
Okay. You need to conclude now.
So finally, let me use the occasion to call on behalf of the National Executive Committee of the Reformers National Congress to extend thanks and appreciation to you for affording us the opportunity to hear our view this morning. And I want to call on the UP Alliance that we need to do more because we are proceeding very slow in our activities. I'm talking about the Alliance chairperson and on the city. There's a need for all of us to put our hands on decks and begin to help the president to make sure that the rescue agenda is achieved.
Especially the blind people should be taken from the street.
Oh, definitely. That's the reason why the president has invested heavily in the project in Marshall. The project is in Marshall is a very big compound. Very soon, we'll work along to make sure that at least that is achieved. Okay. Let our people leadership. The worst one is that when the red light come on, and you have to go to the red light, they can't see. So when they let them green, they can't rush in. The children are in between. So one call on the police, I want to pay attention to that. Okay. The issue of the red light, we should not be allowing people there. Because soon the light change green, that danger right there. So we'll work along with them to see how better we can get the black people on the street, and we'll move on. And for those of you who feel sad about my decision, I want to say I have to move on with life. I'm coming from down and I have to go up and I will continue going up. Okay. Finally, I want to say thank you to the studio for hosting me on your air this morning.
Thank you, Dana Dishu. We appreciate that. So we'll take a few calls now and then we call it a day. Good morning.
So, thanks, I beg you, give me 30 seconds. Mm-hmm. Okay, this is Lawson again, Tagashas. Listen to the callers, the guy who just dropped, criticizing the former regime, calling as a political gangster. You all say the United Party has integrity. When Abraham Nkrumah was serving at the World War II, a lot of time in former early regime, you know how many monies go, stolen from the economy. You know how many people lost their motorbike and seized those things up to now and cannot return it. When at the time when the current finance minister, when you're serving in early regime, you know how many money you stole these things, so much a financial gangster. It's a shame and disgrace to them because there's nothing tangible because they lie to the Liberian people. There's no battles, no integrity that people can convince the people. Then all want to say political tactics. Then you want to defend somebody, you don't even score in your statement. Then you want to say you want to defend somebody. That's what I'm saying, we'll continue to suffer in the country because our own self-mindset, because we are very belittled, because I'm saying that we face, because we support the government, and also now we want for the common people to benefit 100%. But the government is highly corrupt.
Okay.
In my conclusion. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you, Lawson. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, live. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Mami Guitar, member of the Civil Rights Movement in Liberia. Mm-hmm. For me, really, everybody have the right on the show to call either you disagree or you agree. Mm-hmm. But currently, United Party-led government, they are in the head of state of our country. Mm-hmm. So, for me, it's good for us to really discuss what they are providing for the public. Okay. The Cameo CC government will flop because of what the Liberian people wanted, they were not getting the right. Mm-hmm. Okay. Today, the United Party government in power. What they are offering us, the CDC were not giving during their time of office. So for me, United Party government, yeah, they are doing something because as a citizen of the country, see now we can see raw on the market, but in the same range. But for you to say the government is more better than the past administration, the 6 years, for me, you are citizen of Liberia, saying the foundation of the country. For us to hear about development and development today are then the debate on the table. Which are the president that really brought that to our country exclusively? The past administration. The 6 years, Germany coronavirus here. These men were confronted with the road process here. You can see road from Banga State to Salayi, from road from Ganda to Sanogoli. I drove on a road. You go to Nimakante, you see even the Johnsonville Road, it made a lot of impact. And Hobson, you know, obey on the administration. They obey something that will impact in the level. Now, between the police and the citizen, it become very, very rough. Liberia National Police are treating the common drivers. They give me tickets, uncountable tickets, unnecessary tickets. Some 60, 30, 40. This is the reason that you will call here. If the government making some progress, they will call expose them area that they are making progress. But for you to just come and erase the past administration, one day today, United Party, they all on the social media showing the what they are doing. Because you have to compare with the past administration. The student went to 2029, somebody can get, take over the country. They no longer, when you come to the tier, you just drink milk and you go. So President George Manuel, even if you not come to the presidency, but you have been recognized in the society, in Liberia. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Okay, we appreciate that. Let me take this one quickly, and then good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, live. Go ahead.
Thank you. This is James Tumo, right from LBS community.
Okay, James.
Yeah, so the brother who left the area as your guest, I don't know, he said he been in politics for 22 years. And he's claiming to the political statement that political reward is not in heaven, is right here. The political reward people talk about is the reward for the people. It's not a separate reward that will make you to jump on a party and say supporting while making your voice so that you will look for a job. People in other countries, they have what they call political committee where they raise money. Their own money, they raise it to support political party where they are not getting any direct benefit. But to see that the people who are in the country are benefiting from the politics, that's the political reward. So if you come and say, and because when you don't pay, you don't on salary, you don't join any party. How much will he pay the people who in the new party that he pay? How much will he pay them? Or how much is he paying them already? And secondly, to come up with to other statement to say that CDC, when somebody criticizes CDC, who went after them. I'm not a citizen, but I'm a follower of CDC. Okay. So, people like Honorable Yege Kuruba insulted John Weah and he's burying everywhere here who went after him. Other people, similar things, who went after them. So, if you want to look for yourself in there, then you go somewhere else.
Okay.
Then you not be hanging with the people party.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, and we appreciate you a lot for being our last caller on the show this morning. And so, folks, I want to say thanks to all of you that put through your calls, and thanks to our many silent listeners, and thanks to those of you who tried to call it but did not go through. We're going to be here tomorrow morning with another edition of the program, The Blaze, on Blaze 90.7. Until then, my name is Alexander Zesko. Unique Day breaks different in Liberia. Anything is a wonderful Monday morning. Bye-bye.